What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel only if you want to. But look, my beautiful people, we got these barbers that have crazy skills. God level barbers. Look, let's go ahead. Give a round of applause to, you know what I'm saying, all the God level barbers. But we know some barbers out here, they look, man, they couldn't make it to this day and age, you feel me? Because they is so trash. I had this one dude, bro. I have a cowlick in front of my hair, and it grows. If you know what cowlick is, it grows opposite. It grows the opposite way of which my hair line goes. I told this man, I have a cowlick right here. You gotta cut it this way. He was like, yeah, I know. All right, cool. I'm a barber. I can do my thing. All right, cool. I don't want to insult your intelligence. The whole time, bro, he cutting it. You know he mess up. When the motherfucker cut your shit, and you just told him what it was. And you hear it. I heard it. It hurt me too. I felt it. My hairline was in pain. And he started touching it. When your barber start doing this, start touching one spot a little bit too many times, you know it's too good to be true. He fucked your hairline up. So that's what I knew. He messed my hairline up. And I knew it, bro. I knew it was real bad when he pulled out the black stuff and he started spraying my hairline and I was like, oh my God, I've never had nobody pull out the black can on me. I knew my hairline was finished, bro. It was pushed back. He messed me up. But look, man, it's some terrible barbers out here. But look, man, let's run this video right now for all the good barbers out here in the world, bro. We've all had a bad hairline, and that will set you back a good 30 days or 2 months to growing your shit back to make it look like what it used to look like. You know, your preference. But look, let's get into this video.
Barbers these days are not what they used to be.
They're not.
You got rid of that old yee-yee-ass haircut you got.
The scene is getting more and more competitive, and barbers are evolving, creating incredible styles and using some of the most over-the-top, insane techniques to cut hair. Ready to see the most skilled, craziest barbers in the world? Let's get started. If you've ever had a facial or tried on a face mask before, you know that it's usually a very calm, relaxing procedure. Well, that's until you meet this barber. At first glance, this looks like some medieval torture method. But fear not, it's actually a modern facial procedure used to remove excess oil buildup in the skin by thoroughly cleaning out the pores.
I keep all my oil.
It could be a little less, thorough. Poor guy definitely isn't enjoying it. When you think of your local barber shop, you probably associate some common items with it. Scissors, machine razors, and hair gels, to name a few. Well, that's until you meet Nguyen Hoang Thon. He can be found in the Vietnamese city of Da Nang, and his tool of choice to cut hair is the Japanese katana. Pretty cool, right? He trained for over 4 years before he could pop this out in his shop and started by cutting wigs. He then gradually moved on to relatives and friends who were brave enough to let him experiment on them. Now he has a loyal clientele who trust him because he's proven to be a man with great skill. It took a while for him to get comfortable using swords as his tool of choice when it came to cutting people's hair. And to be honest, we're not exactly sure why he would do it. But he's confident enough in his skills, and hey, if he never used swords, he wouldn't have made it on this list. So props to him.
I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, bro, that's creative, and you gonna cut motherfuckers' hair with goddamn katanas and shit. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I never thought it would get to that.
Seeing a barber use an actual katana to cut people's hair, you might be thinking that nothing could top that. So, let's dive deeper.
What else?
This barber uses a chainsaw to cut people's hair, and the strangest part is that they let him.
How?
He has a regular manual saw for the customers who are looking for just a regular fade, but the chainsaw is intended for the more ambitious customers. He even has plenty of high-profile clients who will pay top dollar to let this man literally carve their heads with a chainsaw.
It's on. Oh, he ain't got the chain on there.
They might be insane, or this barber just might be one of the best around. You can decide which one of those things is true, but just one small mistake and you're walking away with a missing ear.
You gotta think though, even if he ain't got the blade on it that's spinning around like that, he is sharpening that metal piece to be as smooth enough, like, you know, man, sharp enough to cut that hair. So even if that heavy ass piece of metal that he moving, he push it the wrong way, he can really hurt you. He can cut your throat for real. You could be in there dying.
Many barbers across the world have their unique styles that are often a product of where they come from. Turkish barber Kadir Demirel works in a salon in the Netherlands and is popular for using fire to work with his clients' hair. He will often let his clients' hair burn for long periods of time and use a brush to style them accordingly. It would be pointless to go into details about how he accomplishes these feats because he is a professional after all, and he knows what he's doing. Kadir studied hairdressing in Turkey and mastered his skills there, where it is a tradition to cut hair in this manner. Many of the clients have no fear because they trust Kadir, which is pretty impressive in its own right. The next barber on our list is a man by the name of Alberto Olmedo. This barber also uses swords on his clients, but that probably isn't as impressive anymore now that you've already seen it. So Alberto takes it to the next level. Along with swords, he also uses fire as his second item of choice. You might think it's similar to Kadir, but it's not. Olmedo is one to incorporate theatrical elements in his haircutting process. He doesn't shy away from using his tools of choice to put on a real show for his customers, but this way he creates some of the most unique hairstyles in the world that are almost impossible to replicate by anyone else. Olmedo is proud of his medieval techniques because of the accuracy and uniqueness he gets from them, and he cherishes the idea of trying out new things on his clients. At one point, he even started using claws to cut hair. When asked why he does this, he didn't have a clear answer, except for the fact that he was just tired of scissors. He even got his wife on board to learn all of these techniques, and he said that for his next big project, he will be using lasers. A true artist if you've ever seen one. With the amount of weapons...
This shit getting out of hand, y'all. Like, I'm for real. That one, bro, that did not impress me at all. This shows that y'all are willing to get y'all haircut. Look, black people ain't getting a haircut by that shit. Let's stop. Let's stop the cap, bro. Y'all coming up with some extreme shit so you can charge people extra for some shit that you're not even expert in. You don't have no weapons training
being mentioned, you wouldn't think this was a video about barbers. This next barber is no exception. Daniel Istomin is a Siberian barber who uses a sharp-edged axe to cut his client's hair.
How?
Just when you thought it couldn't get any stranger, it does. Daniel says that this method is actually much easier than using regular scissors, if you're a professional and know what you're doing. Unfortunately, many of his clients don't feel the same way, many of whom are terrified of the method, but many others confidently believe in his ability to not accidentally chop off their head. You can only applaud those clients who'd let this man use an axe so close to their head.
What? You get wood in your hair too.
There are only a few things more dangerous than using fire, chainsaws, or an axe to cut hair. One of those things is having a 4-year-old cut your hair. John Hong Ki is the son of a hair salon owner who has trained his son to cut hair from a very young age. At first, his parents would only take him with them so they could keep an eye on him, but the boy quickly developed a knack for it. He started with washing and drying other people's hair, but quickly moved on to cutting hair all by himself. If he keeps on going at this rate, you never know, he could go on to be one of the best barbers in the world one day.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Pakistani hairstylist Sadiq Ali doesn't have a unique item that he uses to cut hair, but he does have an interesting method nonetheless. Instead of using just 1 or 2 pairs of scissors, Sadiq uses somewhere between 11 and 15 pairs of scissors when dealing with a client. Sadiq gained a lot of media attention thanks to his unique technique, and even received some high-profile clients as a result that include members of the Pakistani cricket team. Sadiq's inspiration was from a Chinese hairstylist who used around 10 pairs of scissors to cut hair. Sadiq thought that he could match and even surpass the feat, and he managed to achieve his goal. Considering his talent, you think he would charge a premium to get this special haircut, but surprisingly, he only charges around $2 per client.
Hold on. But we gotta roll that shit back though. We not gonna act like he not making that hair look stringy as hell. He's not cutting it in it, bruh. All the hair is sharp and stringy, bro. He cutting it like this at the top, bro. It's not. Alright, whatever. I'll let y'all have it.
Scissors under the brand name Vern are unique in their own right. When you look at them at first sight, they seem quite regular, but are much different from your average pair. What's interesting is the fact that many barbers use 2 of these scissors at the same time to cut hair in a way that is almost impossible to replicate. Using one of these special devices is hard enough, but using 2 of them at the same time requires years of practice and effort. There's a good reason why a lot of people would be willing to pay a good amount of money to get this haircut. It looks pretty cool, you have to admit, so would you want to get a haircut like this? It's probably safer than many of the other options on this list. Which of these barbers would you be keen to try? Let us know in the...
Oh, absolutely not. Like, I'm not trying none of that shit right there. Like, I'm cool on all of that, bro. Like, that is a bunch of extraness that I don't need in my life. So, out of all of these barbers, I would respectfully choose none of them. If that makes sense to y'all. But look, let me know how y'all feel in the comments down below. Which haircuts have y'all had? And which ones have y'all tried with this shit? But look, it ain't for me, G. I'm gonna let y'all know that, like, that's crazy and too extreme for me. Just give me a regular haircut. I'm fine with that. Give me a line, everything else. Like, you ain't gotta do all that. It's all gonna look the same at the end of the day. But I see you in the next video. I'm sorry. Like I always say, man, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. Hopefully y'all gonna have a good Thanksgiving. If y'all don't, you know, like, shit, you know, shit'll get better. It will. It definitely will because it has, man. I'm telling you this for a reason. But look, man, I'm saying, I'm gonna end this video, yo. I'm out.